Annie, you sang at the Kennedy Center Saturday night here in Washington, and can I just say it was incredible. You opened up a phenomenal evening that was a tribute to AIDS, which was a reminder of what the world still needs to do. And what was also very interesting is that as a singer-songwriter, you didn't choose one of your own tracks, but you chose to sing a song, Cole Porter's Every Time We Say Goodbye. Why is that?
Oh, the song is very significant for me, and it actually takes me back to 25 years ago when I first recorded it. It was for a project called Red, Hot and Blue, which was a very special tool of its time. The money that was raised from the recording of the album Red, Hot and Blue, which is a compilation with different musicians and artists working together, not only with the songs of Cole Porter, but also with videos to accompany them. It was a very, very innovative idea. And I was very honoured to be asked to take part in that compilation record. So Every Time We Say Goodbye, I chose that particular Cole Porter song because obviously it is with reference to death and to loss. And of course it sounds like a romantic song that is just about people saying goodbye to each other, but actually going a little deeper, it is about loss.
The more cases of HIV infection we can prevent now, the less cases of AIDS will be seen in the future.
How does music connect to AIDS? How does it connect to what you can do in spreading that message and getting people really convicted?
You can speak to people about statistics and they can understand those things, but when you touch people from a heart level, which music can do, then with information also, not just a feel-good factor, but if you put it, combining information and something that really makes us feel connected, we're all human beings. As I said, I look at the world as a global village. I don't make the distinction between people from one country or the other. Although we have cultural differences, we're all human beings. And music is the universal language.
No one on earth could feel like this. I'm thrown and overblown with bliss. There must be an angel playing with my heart.
Whether you're in San Francisco, in a rich, developed country, or whether you're in the poorest part of our world today in Africa, do you think the stigma feels the same? The discrimination?
Stigma and discrimination are one of the major obstacles when it comes to dealing with and tackling HIV and AIDS. It's a tricky thing because we're talking about sexuality. And as soon as we say that word, which is actually so prevalent everywhere in the consumer goods, you know, we're using sexuality to sell, to buy shampoo, products, cars, whatever. Sexuality is always there. But when it comes to people being able to disclose their status, talking about their intimate lives, sometimes which are very complicated, personal disclosure, it's very, very difficult. And yeah, it's one of those things that we need to face, and this is why we need to have information. I've been to Malawi, a very poor country in Africa. I went last year with the Scottish Parliament, and we went to visit a village that had struggled with HIV and AIDS desperately, really decimated. But when we came there last year, I could see the change because the whole village had come out, were sitting in the square in the middle with the elders, with the children, with the women and men, and they were talking openly and frankly about HIV and AIDS and what they needed. And why were they doing that? Because they'd been educated, because the need was so great that they could no longer not talk about it.